Reverend Sister Judy Varghese, the Provincial Superior and Corporate Manager, Bethany, Southern Province. Sister Sujaya, the Education Coordinator, Southern Province. Chief guest of this day, Mr. Adul Narukara. Father Lan Philip, the Vicar of St. Thomas Church, Tenjipalam. PTA President Mr. Shibu C. Mr. Vijit T, President Tenjipalam Panchayat. Mrs. Mini P, Ward Member Tenjipalam Panchayat. Reverend Sister Reggie Kuriakos, the local manager. Sisters, PTA executive members, parents, teachers, and my dear friends. The paralyzing effect of the pandemic transfixed us for the past 2 years within our homes, deterring us to facilitate a gathering of this sort. And today, after a gap of 2 years, the Almighty has brought us together at the sunset of this day to relish the achievements of the year past and to bask and take pride in a sense of glory and fraternity. Let us thank God for protecting us from the global pandemic that has taken away thousands across the world and our country. It is indeed the relentless effort of each one of us that has helped us to make each home a learning center, to continue unblocked our academic year, and to harvest an all-time best results in the midst of the malady. Today, the joy of coming together is once again warmly released by each of us this evening, and it gives me much pleasure to behold your radiating presence as I stand before you to present the 47th annual report of this school. I strongly believe the joy that brings over today is a result of our concerted effort, and our thanks are due to the Lord Almighty for His innumerable blessings. The lowly initiative germinated on the rocky terrain in 1975, withstanding much withering and weathering, has always been on the path of a steady augmentation, leading many to the mainstream of the society, and St. Paul stands today as one of the leading institutions of Bethany Educational Society. It is now my proud privilege and honor today to unfurl before you our activities and achievements of the year past.
Staff and students, St. Paul's family in Tenjipalam consists of over 1,610 students and 72 staff from KG to the higher secondary section. Rooted firm in the vision and mission of Bethany, an active endeavor is always on the move to impart a quality education for fullness of life that brings a transformation in the learners towards human fraternity. At the outset of the academic year, the teachers were given an orientation program to tackle the post-COVID scenario and the resultant challenges in handling the students confined to their homes and mobiles. The KG section, the fountain spring of our strength, is vibrant with 240 students and 6 divisions. As the space was insufficient to accommodate children, 2 divisions were shifted to the main block. The tiny tots are given ample opportunities to develop their innate talents, and all efforts are taken to make them feel at home. St. Paul's Day, Foundation Day, Independence Day, Children's Day, Onam, and Christmas were celebrated colorfully in a grand way. The day was sweetened with toffees and cakes. During the course of the year, many activities were undertaken like Sports Day, Shishu Kalolsavam, drawing and coloring competitions. There is an active participation from our little ones in all items and showed their talents. Our children also took active part in various competitions outside and brought glory to school. They bagged many prizes in the All Kerala YMCA painting competition. 7 of them got cash prize and certificate. In the All Kerala skating competition, our UKG student Ayan Ahmed was awarded with 3rd place. Public examination results. The board examinations results proved once again that the caliber of our students cannot be marked by any impediment whatsoever. The scale of performance remained high as being a hallmark with a 100% pass and 61 full A+ out of 114 candidates of SSLC. At the higher secondary section, 2 students out of 46 scored full A plus, while 18% of students scored more than 85% marks. In the plus 1 examinations, 16 students have secured A plus in all subjects. A campus study program and a guided revision test series have been undertaken this year too to bring out their best in the examinations. In order to cater to the students who need special academic attention from standard 1 to plus 1, a 0-hour has been drawn up from the month of January. 11 students won LSS scholarships and 13 students secured the USS scholarships this year.
Curricular activities. Prior to the general body, class PTA was formed and representatives to the PTA Executive Committee were selected. Mr. Shibu C. became the PTA President and Mr. Thomas Malaikal was elected as the Vice President. The general body of the PTA was held on July 23rd. The proud prodigies who secured A+ in all subjects in the SSLC and plus 2 were awarded on the same day by the Provincial Superior, Sister Judy Verghese, and Education Coordinator, Sister Sujaya. The day also witnessed an effective class on challenges of parenting today in the wake of the rampant use of drugs among school children, titled Know Your Child, Know Your World by Mr. Biju, Preventive Officer from the Excise Department.
Co-curricular activities. School Parliament. The School Parliament was formed in the month of June itself. Abhishek T. of Standard 10 was elected as the school pupils leader. Under the able guidance of its directors, Mr. Sajeev, Mr. Sudesh, Mr. Joseph and Mrs. Veena Ramakrishnan, the School Parliament put wheels of the diverse programs of the school in motion. They undertake regular class monitoring, maintain discipline, monitor the latecomers and steer the major functions of the school.
Clubs. The tireless toil and dedicated initiatives of the club directors gave an enriching experience to the members of different clubs in the school. The various activities organized by the clubs unearthed the scientific, educative and innovative skill of our students. The club activities of our school were inaugurated by Guinness Record fame Mr. Sudhir Katanodi in the month of July itself under the initiative of the English Club.
Arts Club. The Arts Club of the school, under the guidance of Mr. Anil Kumar and Mr. Sajeev, withholds no opportunities that help our students to bring out their latent talents and aptitudes. In this respect, co-curricular activities are given as much importance as the curricular programs. Maintaining the legacy, our students put up a stunning performance at the Youth Festival. About 300 students took part in the sub-district level school Kalolsavam. The winners took part in the district Kalolsavam. At the state level Kalolsavam, held in Kozhikode, Abhinav NS of Standard 9 secured B grade for Tabla. From the higher secondary section, Arya Archana got A grade at the state level for versification in Sanskrit. Our higher secondary orchestra team, Harikrishnan V.S., Gaurinanda K., Shriya T., Bhagatraj R., Varshini P., Srihari G and Dhyan Krishna secured B grade at the state level. Max Club. To nurture mathematical intelligence, Max Club of the school, under its directors, Mr. Sunil and Mrs. Geeta P, initiates many programs in the course of the year. A school-level exhibition was conducted to encourage the students to bring out their creativity and mathematical skill. Selected students were sent for sub-district competitions. HS and XSS section bagged third overall. The winners took part in the district-level competitions and bagged many prizes. At the state-level exhibition held at Ernakulam, Nihal Rahman of 10th A and Nair Vishnu Manoj Kumar of C2 participated in Max Quiz. 340 students attended the MTSE examination 2022 and 10 students were selected to the state level and bagged cash awards. Abhishek V.S. of Standard 9 bagged the second rank at the state level and secured a cash prize of Rs 1,250 and Ananta Raghav of Standard 7 got the third rank with a cash award of Rs 1,000. Science Club. The innovative scientific advancements triggered by the able guidance of the Science Club directors, Mr. Jayakrishnan and Mrs. Smriti, brought out predictable achievements for the students. Science Club launched its activity with school-level exhibition. Students enthusiastically participated in the same with their creative novelties, and the selected items were sent to the sub-district level competitions and the winners took part in the district level competitions. Arya Archana of B2 was selected for the state level participation and secured A grade. In the Science Talent Exam 2, she secured A grade at the state level. Anjita B of B1, after her successful performance at the district level National Children's Science Congress, got selected to participate at the national level.
Energy Club. The Energy Club, under the guidance of the director Mrs. Beena A.K., undertakes various programs to instill in students the need to conserve energy and biodiversity. Programs like painting, watercoloring, quizzes, essay competition and cartoon competitions, etc. are conducted to remind of the need to keep the environment green and clean.
Seed Club. The Seed Club of the school, directed by Mrs. Mida Manoj, aims to create awareness among the growing student community on environment protection and enable them to conserve water, air and soil and ensure environment-friendly growth and development. The club members take care to keep the campus green. They also donated plants to the school garden to make the campus beautiful. They take regular care for the plants in the school garden and spread awareness among children to avoid plastic and use eco-friendly objects.
National Green Corps, the NGC, conceptualized and initiated by the Ministry of Environment and Forest, is launched in our school with Mrs. Divya Das and Mrs. Ashwati V as its leader. As envisaged by the project, the club takes adequate care to sensitize the school children about environment, its problems and conservation. The club in the school was inaugurated by Principal Sister Alfonsa on August 1st. They maintain a vegetable garden in the school and also conducted an exhibition of medicinal plants. They have also created a small medicinal garden near the kindergarten park. Harvest of the vegetable garden is generously contributed to the school community.
Social Science Club. The Social Science Club in the school, with Mr. Radhakrishnan and Mrs. Dhanya as directors, undertook a number of programs during the course of the year. They include quiz, rallies, banner competition, poster making, placard making, etc. A peace rally was conducted in connection with the Hiroshima Day. As a reminder to establish peace within us and in the society, white doves were released by the principal after the peace rally. In the quiz competition conducted by the archaeological department, many of our students took part. Students actively took part in the school level exhibition and selected items represented in the sub-district and district level competitions.
Work Experience Club. The numerous activities undertaken by the Work Experience Club, directed by Mrs. Jisha KV, provided an outlet for our students to convert their artistic abilities into realistic expressions. There was an active participation at the school level exhibition held in the month of August. Students from all sections took part in the district level fair held in the month of November and bagged many prizes. Sports Club. The Department of Physical Education, under the able guidance of the directors Mr. Joseph and Mrs. Sariga, was very active during the year to bring out the sportsman spirit of our students. The sports day in the school was inaugurated by our dearest MLA of Vallikunu, Sri Hamid Master. We thank him profusely for his availability and encouragement. There was an active participation in the sports competitions at the sub-district and district level. Our students took part in various competitions in and outside. The club was able to unearth many talents this year. At the state level boxing championship, Muhammad Yassin of 10C won gold medal under junior category. Fatima Neha of 9th B, after being the gold medalist at district level, got selected to take part in the state level championship. Asir Anjalan of standard 9th won second place at the state level boxing championship. Ganashyam of 10th B also participated at the state level for boxing. In tennis, Hari Govind of 8th C participated at the state level. In handball, Sridev M of 10th B was selected to play at state level and then got selected to the Kerala handball team. In basketball, Alan Lava of B1 was selected to the state team. The following students, Anaya CP, Agna Maria Jose, Vaiga EM, Arya N, Adira R, Advait VC, and Neeraj Krishna took part in state-level karate championship. Devanarayan of 8P proved his caliber at the state-level chess tournament. Our students Fauz Moideen, Anjana Parveen, and Zayan Moideen participated in the All Kerala Chess Tournament and won 14th position. Arya Lakshmi of Standard 9th became the gold medalist for roller skating at the state level. Sanood Aziz of C1 was selected as national player in Wushu. In swimming at the state level, Anushka of 6th C and Krishnendu of 5th A became winners at the state level.
NSS, we are very happy to share with you the good news that after much longing, we were granted permission to start a self-financing unit of the NSS in our school. Under the able direction of the unit leader, Mrs. BGNP, 49 students have enrolled in this unit and customary activities are conducted for them. The unit was inaugurated on December 3rd in the presence of the state directors. They had a week-long residential camp from December 26th to 31st at AUP School, Vellimuku. We experienced the wholehearted cooperation of the PTA and teachers for the same. All the participants benefited much out of this union.
Hindi Club. Hindi Club, Premchand Hindi Sahitya Manch, steered by Mr. Girish and Mrs. Priya, undertakes various programs to create love for our national language and to develop communicative skills. They organized poster making competitions and collage competitions on women empowerment and war and peace.
Vidyarangam Kala Sahitya Vedi. An extensive literary program was launched by the Vidyarangam Kala Sahitya Vedi in our school. As part of its inauguration, there was a mind-blowing visualization of the Puda Pata. The reading week was observed with a presentation of a book review each after the morning prayer. In the Akshanamuttam versification competition organized by Deshabhimani at the state level, Kanimuri T of Standard 9 bagged the second rank together with a cash prize of Rs 25,000. Kanimuri has also been a member of the editorial board of Eureka magazine for children. She has also been acclaimed widely for her reflective writings and stories in different magazines and newspapers. Gada N of Standard 9 secured first place in the speech competition organized by the Purogamana Kala Sahitya Vedi.
Junior Red Cross. The JRC launched in 2014 with 20 students, now have a strength of 166 members. To create awareness among the students about the rampant use of drugs among students, an anti-drug rally was conducted by the JRC. Members of JRC from Standard 10 attended the first medical responder camp held at Valapulam HS in the month of November. Under the direction of the unit leader Mrs. Vinitha, the team also took part in Henry Dunant quiz competition. At the sub-district level patriotic song competition, our school bagged the first prize. They were also privileged to participate in the interactive session by MP Mr. Shashi Tharoor. 23 students have appeared for the main JRC level examination and have come out in flying colors.
Guides Bulbul Cups. Guides in the school have now come alive in full spirit and energy under the leadership of Captain Mrs. Jinsi Joseph. The investiture ceremony of 25 guides was held in the month of June. The members took active participation in the patrol leaders camp held at Dharmagiri. They have their customary classes without fail on every Thursday. Our students also took part in the 2-day Rajapuraskar test held recently at Kottakkal. The presence of the members are tangibly felt during the major activities of the school, ever willing to render a helping hand to anyone. At the initiative of the District Scouts and Guides Unit, they took part in the district-wide anti-drug rally and campaign. They also took active role in the district-level campuri held at EMHSS, Chelambra. About 60 students including guides, scouts, cubs and bulbul took part in the mega gathering and were the first place for dance and pageant show, proving their mettle in a gathering of 2,000 participants. We also remember with much gratitude the presence and guidance of DC Adult Resources, Mrs. Shobana Devi, for revamping our guides unit.
Scouts revitalized by the active presence of Mrs. Jizida and Mrs. Sariga have also been making the campus lively with numerous activities. They have their customary classes every Friday at 8 am. The members also took active part in the Campuri and other anti-drug awareness programs. They have also donated a dustbin to the school to keep the campus clean. Bulbul unit in the school also is very active under the leadership of Mrs. Gladys, Mrs. Jisha KV and Mrs. Ramshi. Hessa Sabin of Standard 4th has appeared for the national level Golden Arrow exam under the guidance of Mrs. Gladys. 11 students have appeared for the Heeran Punk state level exam and are awaiting the results. The members also took active part in the district Kamburi held at Chelembra.
DCL, the Deepika Children's League, is very active in the school. Students take part in the scholarship examination and come out colorfully. The school was selected to host a statewide campaign of DCL against drug abuse in Malappuram district. The campaign rally came to school on January 7th. The DCL director, Reverend Father Roy Kananchara, and Deepika Kozhikode resident editor, Reverend Father Sai Parankulangara. The team spoke to the school community about the havocs of drugs and the ways in which innocent children are dragged into its dangerous clutches. The community took an oath to say no to drugs and do whatever possible to arrest its spread.
Seminars, camps, and celebrations. Our school hosted the opening ceremony of the Platinum Jubilee year of Bethany Educational Society, stressing on the motto, Transformative Education for Fullness of Life in Human Fraternity. The day witnessed the presence of representatives from different communities of Southern Province with various programs to reinforce the Bethany vision and mission. The chief guest of the day was Reverend Dr. Verghese Chakalakal, the Bishop of Calicut Diocese. The Superior General of Bethany Educational Society, Sister Rosalind, and the Secretary to BES, Sister Sandhya, visited the school on 6th February to inspect the activities of the school and offered us valuable guidance to impact education to bring a fullness of life to its stakeholders, inculcating in them a sense of human fraternity, which is the dire need of the present day.
St. Paul's Day, Bethany Foundation Day, Independence Day, Teachers' Day, Onam, Children's Day, Christmas and Republic Day were celebrated with due importance. Christian students attend Holy Mass every first Friday in the parish church. We are indeed grateful to Reverend Father Lal Philip for the spiritual care that he offers and for his paternal presence and blessings. The Plus 2 section had 3-day tour to Mysore, Ooty and Kudak. The students of Standard 9 visited Kodaikanal and Ramakelme. PTA. Timely assistance and healthy interaction of the PTA have been a great help in the day-to-day affairs of the school. Many new initiatives were introduced at the suggestion of the PTA this year. A makeshift swimming pool was erected in the ground to provide coaching in swimming to our students. Many students benefited out of it. A special honoring was done by the PTA during the Teachers' Day. Teachers who had completed 20 years of service in the school were specially appreciated. The initiatives taken by the PTA to start NSS units in the school need to be acclaimed. Efforts are on to attain permission to start SPC in the school. A book fair was organized on February 9th and 10th to bring back the students to a world of books and letters. I would like to thank in a special way the PTA President, Mr. Shibu C, and the Executive Committee for their keen interest to introduce better amenities for the school and the students. I thank the parent community who stands by us in all our efforts. The school is blessed with a good band of dedicated staff who bring out their best to assist the children in whatever way possible. Their readiness to render a helping hand at any time is gratefully recalled at this point.
It is with a great sense of complacency and profuse gratitude that I unfurl a retrospect of the year past. No achievements can be attained single-handed. I bow in all humility before the Almighty, whose presence has been felt throughout the year in all our endeavors. I thank the management, especially my Provincial Superior, Sister Judy Verghese, for her unreserved support, guidance, and above all, the confidence, trust in me, and the education coordinator, Sister Sujaya, the loving and supporting sisters of my community, all the staff members and the parent community for their valuable support. I am very grateful to my staff for their teamwork and cooperation. It is a sense of togetherness and concerted efforts that make up a successful community. I honestly pray that the divine presence may help us to reach greater heights in future. May God bless us all. Thank you.